Hello, welcome back. This week I'm going to share part of what's been keeping me so busy the last few weeks where I haven't had time to do much sewing or other crafts. Been spending all my spare time doing paper dolls in preparation for opening an Etsy shop. And so it's been a big project. I can share a little bit about it with you. And the main part of the process has just been producing products to put in the shop. Since I'm doing paper dolls, I'm doing digital downloads. So I had to create PDF documents from the paper dolls and then print them out and test them to make sure that the colors are going to print well when people download them, hopefully, if people ever decide to buy them. So that's kind of the biggest portion of coming up with an Etsy shop. And then once you have kind of what you're going to be selling, then there's a certain amount of research just into SEO for the search engine to make sure that once you do open the shop, people are able to find your stuff in the search engine. And that I've been listening to all sorts of different podcasts trying to learn, what words do you use, what phrases, what categories, and so we'll see if what I learned works. But I finally bit the bullet and got the shop set up and put things online, and now it's kind of just waiting and seeing if anything starts to go. The name I chose was Paper Tailor Designs, and that's still going to be taking up a good portion of my time because I want to be adding multiple pages per month to the shop so that there's always something new when people look at it. It's not just the same 10 pages that you could print out. So that but now that I kind of have a routine down and I kind of know what my listings look like, it's a little bit easier. I have a process. Everything's the first time you do something, it always takes so much longer. So now there's a little bit of a process, and I can get it all together quicker. And so we'll see if that means now my brain is a little freed up to kind of relax and focus on other things, which I did try. One other thing this week, I don't usually do painting. Even painting walls is not my favorite thing. But I've been trying to redo the wall art in my children's rooms. My son was sleeping in the room the girls used to sleep in and still had all the pictures on the wall from them. So I moved their pictures into their room, and now my son has a bunch of blank walls. He has one quilt hanging on the wall from his great-grandma that has cars on it, which is really cute, and he loves that. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'll try doing some other car artwork. So we have these little toy Thunderbird cars that the kids love to play with, and my son really likes those. So I tried to do my own little sketch. It's not finished. I just have the blue wash on. I just used some India inks that I had, and I used watercolor paper, which I'm not experienced at paint or art, but I do know the times that I use better quality equipment, like good paper, good watercolor paper for watercolors, it looks so much better. Like sometimes maybe like I actually know what I'm doing. So I just kind of pushed color around where I wanted it, and I'll do more color in the other spots. I wanted to let it dry between times so that the colors don't run together. And so eventually, hopefully this will be a finished picture and I'll be able to frame it and put it on the wall. And then I'll see if he really likes this, maybe I'll do more, maybe a truck and I don't know, maybe an airplane. He really likes pointing out airplanes in the sky. But so that's kind of a fun project. Sometimes it's fun to try something new, just to see what will happen, because it's new. with this, like, there's no pressure in a sense, because no one's expecting me to have something finished or something that looks, there's no pressure for it to look perfect because you're a beginner, you're just trying it. And so that, I feel like that is kind of relaxing. Some other projects, like especially like with the sewing and with the paper dolls, I know what my skill level is, and so there's a certain level that I expect to meet, and if I don't meet that, then I feel discouraged because I know I can do better. But trying out something new is kind of fun because you have an experience where you don't have any expectations of what the end result is. So in a sense, you're happy with it, with whatever turns out. I think it's a good thing, and it keeps you always learning, which is good for us. So I encourage you to try something new, and maybe use colors, paints if you never have. That's, for some reason, colors and paints have never been, I've always been, I just never wanted to do them. I think because they're so permanent. I don't know. I like black and white, like pen and ink, just using black ink. I like the contrast and just this, the lines, like the paper dolls. Most of mine are just the line art, and I'll do digital coloring, probably because I can change it easily. Whereas on paper, once the color's there, I'm stuck with it. But I would encourage you to try something new, and don't focus on perfection of skill, but focus on just the experience of learning something and trying something, and just the different things that you can do with it, and have fun with it. And maybe let your kids join in too, and let them see you learning something new, so that they know that being an adult isn't about knowing everything and being good at everything, but it's that we continue learning our entire lives. So there you go. There's my little piece of encouragement today. But I will see you back next week, and I hope you have a wonderful week.